Are you bad at using the ice spear? Why is my frames? Oh my, what the? Well, don't worry if you are. I got you. So in this video, I'ma guide you through like some tips and tricks of the best way to use this ice spear. So it's gonna boil down all to the ability, the heavy attacks that you can do, and simply just the M1s and dodging with it. If you find this video useful, give your boy a like and a subscribe, because you know how it be. Alright, so I suppose starting off, we're gonna talk about his heavy attacks. Right? So about his heavy attacks, you're gonna wanna, like, whenever the enemy is about to hit you, you wanna make sure before, when you see the red exclamation mark on top, you're gonna make sure you heavy attack them straight away. So what that does, it negates the attack away, so it doesn't let them attack you. It would create you a huge space with that big stun that you just did to deal damage to them. This works with any ability that the monsters give you. So archers, wizards, them heavy guys with the giant shields. It works best for them because they take a long wind up time to swing another attack, and then by the time you hit them with that heavy attack, they're pretty much dead already. It works with the bosses that do a giant AoE effect. So if you manage to hit them in time with the heavy attack, but like just as the red exclamation mark shows, you're basically invincible from whatever attack that they're doing. So it would work with the Yeti, for example. When he shoves his whole icicles down, he rains a bunch of icicles. If you hit him, you stun him with the heavy attack and you keep M1ing him. During that stun, they won't hurt you. And then when you pair this with the ability, you won't have to worry, because by the time you hit your heavies and you stun them with the ice ability, he won't be able to hurt you, and you would be able to do a lot of damage within that time. It's good to use this for mainly archers and them bomber goblins, the things that shoot those ginormous freaking beams at your face and then you die instantly. What the hell, bro? Are you serious? If you hit them with that heavy attack and then you still have those icicles on you, you have like a small window to kill them and dash away, so you won't deal damage even if you're within that snow poison, like that atrocious thing that hits you all the time, that kills you, insta kills you. A tip for those who always do this: do not use the heavy attack with the ice spear ability. That little stun that you give them, giving them vulnerability while they're in that ice spear shower, they end up getting unstunned, and then it allows them to have another chain of attack, which allows you to get hit, which gives you the risk of dying. So do not heavy attack whenever you use the icicle shower ability. Another way I'd advise to use the ice spear is for the main purpose of crowd control. For example, what you want to do is, if there's a large group of monsters barred up together, use your ability and just shift yourself to where all the monsters would walk into the snow ability. So that would give you the freezing time of that ability to be put to use, and then you'll be able to kill all of the enemies who got stuck in that ice ability pretty freaking quick. You can stun bosses entirely to do enough damage for them to not hit you at all. If you have it at low cooldown, you can pretty much do anything with this busted ability. It's probably one of the best abilities in the game, if I say so myself, because I don't think anything tops it at all. When you charge your heavy attack, when it's fully charged, it gives you, when you tap it with a right click, you don't go that far. It sends you a little bit forward, but it doesn't really take you anywhere. But if you hold it down, you're able to dash towards the enemy. And what you can do with that is, say for example you're away from like an archer, right? Or a bomber goblin, or like a wizard, anything that has something to do with long ranged attacks. So before you're about to dash, you hold your ability down, your right click, and then you dash at the same time. So you get that double that double swing to go as far as you can. When he's about to shoot or do whatever attack he's about to devastate you with, you can stop that attack and kill him at the same time with that right click, because it negates that attack. So say for example, if this guy right here, this little dummy, if he was like, I don't know, like an archer or something, and I'm like really far away, like I'm not about to touch him right now, but what you can do is hold it down, jump, dash right over to him. Maybe that's not the best example. You want to hold your right click down before you're about to dash, so you give enough time for when your dash ends, you do another dash with that spear. So what I'm about to do is hold it down, dash, go towards him like that. Make sure you don't let go of your right click, because the right click ends by itself. It has a little window before it actually like charges up by itself. But that's one of the best ways to use his ice spear without having to like waste it, like to conserve energy, because it does take a lot of energy. You gotta make sure you use it wisely. Otherwise, if you keep spamming it, you're gonna end up losing all your dashes. Because keep in mind, you're gonna want to conserve your stamina so you can dash and dodge as well. But if you can't do that, you'll end up being dead with no stamina, and you'll be dead by the time you know it. So to know when you're about to do your heavy lunge, you can see the little white circle that appears on the tip of your spear. And it takes 1 second before you're about to charge. So what you can do with that is hold your spear until you see the white dot, and then count 1 in your head, and then you dash forward with your normal dash before your spear does. So for example, 1. There you go. And that gets you maximum distance every single time. A really cool thing that you can do with the ice spear as well is dodging and holding your right click at the same time, your heavy attack. So it would literally look like this. Now, you might be asking like, oh, like what like good does that do when you can just like hold your right click, and then you'll probably do that. You'll be just fine holding your right click. It'll be a waste of stamina. But no, that is not the case actually, because say for example you're crowded, right? If you are too slow to actually use your heavy attack, like you're either not far enough, or you're simply just too like a little timing too short to actually hit that monster before he attacks you. So in the worst case scenario that the monster does get the swing on you, you're able to just dodge out the way and heavy attack. Wow, so you're safe, no HP lost, no damage done, and you get the vulnerability penetration done to them. With that stun, then you can just finish them off. And I'll show a few clips of me doing it. It's really helpful. It's helped me a lot actually. Instead of just, you know, wasting stamina, dashing away really far and like repeating the same boring cycle. It's a more skilled thing that you might have to learn, but it's not like a crazy learning curve. Like you can easily just do this. And last but not least, I am sure we all know this by now, but probably the best tip, more specifically to Tundra, for the final dragon boss fight. Before the dragon lands, you are able to infinitely stun that dragon before he gets the ability to fly away again. And you do that by sending your ability down just before he's about to land. Not when he lands, but just like 2 seconds before he's about to touch the ground, you use your ability. Now, what that does is it doesn't give the dragon the time to charge up his ability to slam the ground, and it doesn't make him fly away. And when you do this method or strategy, whatever you want to call it, you can blitz a dragon through 2 cycles. I mentioned this in a very old video where I used the ice spear for probably like the first time ever. But by doing that, it's, if you want to save a lot of time, if you're speed running through grinding your chests, you gotta make sure, you have to make sure that you use this method. If you don't use this method, then it's just going to be a longer waste of time that you don't really need to go through all the hassle, and it's just a pain overall. That wraps about this video, and I hope that you guys found this video like really helpful. I tried my best to showcase the points I was trying to make. It took a few tries, but you know, it just took a lot of like reruns and all of that stuff. There's another thing I want to mention. I'm not sure when, but I think soon I might be getting a creator code. So if I do, it's just gonna be my username. As you can see right now, it's not there right now, but hopefully it is due time that red mark turns green, and yeah, it'll be kind of peak. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. God bless you guys. and I'll see y'all in a bit. Peace.